Here's a technique for handling negative thinking. So it's natural that we do all think negatively, and that's because we have what's known as a primitive brain. So this brain dates back from our caveman time when life was really scary, really dangerous. So we naturally see everything from the worst possible perspective to try and keep ourselves safe. But we don't need that so much in this day and age anymore. However, we still got that brain and there's nothing we can do. We can't get rid of that brain. And negative thinking, sometimes it can be useful, but yeah, so if you find that you're struggling a lot with negative thinking all the time, here's a technique you can try. And the best way to describe it is basically telling yourself a better lie. So tell yourself a better lie, something that makes you feel better. So if you are negatively thinking about something, so maybe you are negatively thinking about a particular situation, you're negatively thinking about yourself and being really critical. Perhaps you're thinking about something negative at work, so you're negatively forecasting a really scary meeting that you've got to go to and think about all the things that could go wrong. They're just a couple of examples. So tell yourself a better lie, because what happens is we tell ourselves this negative story, which is just a lie as well. And it's like we're writing our own horror stories. We're telling ourselves this negative thing, whether it's something that's happened in the past and we're negatively thinking about it, or we're forecasting something negative that's happening that's going to happen in the future. We're just creating our own horror stories, and it's not true particularly either. So say for example you've got a meeting to go to, you think about what could go wrong at that meeting and you start thinking about it 50 times, and then in reality you do the meeting, and actually in reality it goes perfectly well, as it always does. But you thought about that meeting 50 times and your brain doesn't know the difference between imagination and reality, and that's why your stress level and anxiety has gone up, and that's why negative thinking doesn't help. And so you've created this fictitious scenario, and you've basically been writing your own horror story and revisiting it over and over again. So that what you're telling yourself is not helpful. So instead, tell yourself a better lie. So before that meeting, pitch that meeting going amazingly. So tell yourself a better lie. Tell yourself that actually, no, this meeting's going to go amazingly. I'm going to turn up. I'm going to do my thing. I'm going to kick ass. I'm going to be awesome. I'm going to be amazing. And keep telling yourself that story. And by visualizing that and reinforcing that, in fact, you will actually create that to happen anyway. You'll turn up and you'll do the best meeting that you've ever done. But in the meantime, when you picturing that meeting, rather than getting yourself worried and stressed, you're going to feel so much calmer and happier. So tell yourself a better lie. So rather, when a negative thought pops into your head, if it's not helpful, then tell yourself a better lie. Tell yourself something that's better, that's more helpful, and chances are that is more likely to be true. So you think it's a lie, but our brain doesn't care what's right or wrong, what's true or false, what's good or bad. It just lets in and whatever we tell ourselves. So why not just tell yourself something so much better, that's going to make you feel better, that's going to make you perform better, that's going to make you happier and just less anxious and stressed. So yeah, so if you're negatively forecasting something that's going to happen, rather than stressing yourself out, tell yourself something, a better lie, and picture this thing that's going to be happening. Picture it going completely well and going really awesome. Again, if you're looking back at something, so maybe you did a presentation at work and you're looking back at it and beating yourself up and thinking about all the things that you did wrong, or thinking that people didn't enjoy it, and even when they come up to you and said well done, they're just being polite. Tell yourself, that's not helpful, that doesn't make you feel good. Tell yourself something better. So actually tell yourself that you did that presentation and it was amazing and it was awesome and everyone enjoyed it, everyone learned from it. And when they're telling you, congratulations and well done, actually believe what they're saying. So yeah, I can't say it enough. Tell yourself a better lie. So when we're thinking negatively about something, and I hear this quite often, and if you catch yourself ever saying this, that, oh, well, I'm just being realistic. Actually, no, you're not being realistic. You're being negative, okay? If you catch yourself saying, no, I'm not being negative, I'm just being realistic. No, you are being negative. So yeah, and I'm not telling you to walk around in a Pollyanna world and pretending that everything's perfect, but walking around being negative and picturing the worst case scenario does not make you feel good. It raises your stress and anxiety. It will raise the cortisol levels, and it's not particularly helpful. So just tell yourself something that is helpful. So focus on what a better lie is, focus on what is helpful, and the chances are that actually it won't be a lie, and you will visualize something more positive and actually make it come true. So yeah, go and have an awesome day, keep being awesome, and yeah, I hope you find this video helpful, and if you think it'll be useful for a friend, then share it with them. Take care. Bye.